I was thinking about starting a playlist called another playlist, bro. 77th, another playlist. I only called two names today, Ken Tracy. Yeah, look, yeah, 20, yeah. What? Like, what did I do to deserve this blessing? What we supposed to do? We in the business of blessing. Okay, let's go ahead and just jump into this. Let me figure something out real quick. One of these, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start with that one first. There was one of them, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this one. This one seemed like it might be the one, maybe. See if I can look at it. I'm just gonna talk about today's little money adventure. Now the reason I'm trying to see if I want to start get the playlist or is it this one? Let me see. I think it was this one. Okay. Now, the coach video, I'm gonna just have to find them and put them in there. I'm gonna have to find them and put them in there. So, this a chill little session, bro. This a chill little session. All right, let's do it. I just grabbed it. We just going with that one. So, we decent right now. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So, the first one, I'm not gonna. I just want to add it to it, like the money adventure drink. So the first one was. I know the exact date too. Because what ended up happening was things came at a different time in the evening. And so that morning, I was on a walk. I was walking. Venti. That's a dub on the ground. What? That was that day. So, that day was cool. That day was cool. That was just on some. But that wasn't like, I want to add it to the money adventures, but it sent me on the whole path. That one, it sent me down the whole path. All right, the fine twin. To find that on the ground, that was dope, right? Ended up, I remember I was like, bro, you need something that's edible. Okay, my girl. You need something that's edible. So, and then you got the cigar pipe, boom. I like this, hold up. Cinema, absolute cinema. So, I'm gonna do that again, hold on. Cinema. Now, from there, where we go from here? Daggone, that was that one day. That was that one day. Now these ones is cheap, so you don't wanna just let that do that right there. So, that's one. That's just one I want to mention. Now, the next money adventure was, well, hold on, let me try to think. The next money adventure that it was for sure like a little money adventure, just trying to go out here like setting it like, this is what, I'm just gonna go out here for the day and just try to make it like that. What is wrong with the lighter? I was like, I'm gonna have to try to get the lighter. That day, With the lighter, what happened with the lighter? Come on, let me think. I forget how much I had set out with, but the one, hey, this, I'm not sure if it was, yeah, I think it might have been like 50 cents or so. $1 or $2. Might just been $1. But I ended up being decent. To get a lighter. That was like the second time for the money adventure. Oh, matter of fact, I think I had, I made a video for it. So it's like, I had the change in my hand. I had $1 and something. I go to it. I am really much. So that was the first one. That was the first of the money adventure with the lighters, I think. Well, there's been other days and other times, but that was the next one for that. Recently. Well, especially of 2026. Let me see. Matter of fact, the other one was a 2025. So if I say the first one for 2026, I'm actually like, that's coming to mind for like the already think about, was the one with the lighters. And that was a Dollar Tree day. Okay. So after that, it was that day. I had some change. I forget how much. I had like $1.10 or $1.11, something like that. And then I had got the $1, so then it was like I was cool. And I was able to get the lighters. I'm not sure about what happened that day. I'm not sure how I was able to. I'm not sure how I was able to like still puff. Like there was something about. I would have to go look at that day. I made a video for it, but I would have to go look at that day because there was another way. I had two that I ended up. Whatchamacallit? Maybe I had more for what? Because I remember I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna still need something. Dang, bro, I'm trying to figure out how to make this chain work. Like, I just do remember there was something about that day. Like, I remember I had two matches, like literally 1, 2, and I used one and one. I used one little match for each of the cigars, and I was able to get those ones. But then like the lighter part, I'm not sure if I already had the cigars or what. So all I needed was a lighter or something like that. Well, anyway, that was one. Now, the last little money adventure, the one that I know for sure I called it a money adventure, was it yesterday or the day before? It was I think the night of the 9th, and then yesterday I think was one. Come on. So let me see. Hold on. And then is this what you call? I don't know who this is. So the next one, the next little money adventure, was out there. So I started the day out with 50 cents. Oh, yeah. Start the day out with 50 cents. The one guy gives me 50. The next guy gives me $3. And then, the one guy gives me 50 cents. The next guy gives me $3. And I think at some point I had to go back out, but I was gonna need like a quarter. And so the first person initially was like, how? I want to carry a car. And the guy at the register, he had the quarter. And then when I come back out, the lady was like, I got all this change. Here, take all this change. Now, all that change was enough to get 2 more. But the guy at the register, this is the cashier, he wasn't taking all this change. So then when I try to go get, some paper dollars, Shorty was gonna help me, but then she was just like, here. She just ends up giving me $3. Then the next one does the whatchamacallit. I'm able to get the paper dollars, and I got pizza, and so that was that money adventure. So I had set out with 50 cents, the 50, the 3, and then that was another 270 something, and then the other 3, 11, I said that. Then today's money adventure, mind you, I got annoyed. And it wasn't nothing to, it's just like, okay, if I'm going to complain, this is what I'm going to complain about. What? But not for nothing. I designed and I journaled. I designed and journaled. I had music videos. Today, I got some visuals just now. I saw a payphone, collect phone, and I'm like, I'm about to, because the last time I seen a payphone, collect phone, I've been wanting to kind of sort of do this. There's a couple, actually. There's a couple, actually. Come on. Oh, it's starting to act crazy. Come on. Let me get to the end of this, but this is a story. The guy was like, his granddad had some scars on his hand. He asked his granddad, oh, how did you get the scars? The granddad said he had to wrestle some bandits and a fox or something. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was walking past a bush or something, and that's how it happened. But still, it's just the way the story. So, the next one, today. Oh yeah, today, well, yeah, I think I'm jumping with the last one. That was the last money adventure. Today's money adventure, I was annoyed because of how the website's looking. I did my part, did my thing. Like I told you, I journal, I design. I was doing whatchamacallit. Consistency and discipline. It ain't the motivation. It's just discipline. It's just habit. I'm just doing out of habit. Just doing this, right? So today's money adventure. So last money adventure, we set out with 50 cents. Got the 50, got 3, then 2 something, and then another 3 and pizza. Today's money adventure. So I go out. I'm like, you saw I was sitting down eating. I'm like, all right, boom. And I went to the one joint, I stood there. I went over there, phone jam, like, hey, we closed, I know, but I'm just, we don't carry that. All right, boom, ask both on there. We don't carry nothing. All right, cool. The next little jam, just asking little people. Some people just walking past and saying third, boom, boom. Ain't no real hard yes, no's. It's just more no's, but not really saying anything. Just kind of just ignorance type of thing. Then, now there's this one other type of approach, and it's like kind of, so it's respect. It's a level of humor and some respect to it. So, I walk into the one gym. A guy walks into a bar. So I walk into the one gym. I see the guy, he's just standing right there. I walk in immediately. I say, hey, you have 50 cents. Immediately, no, I don't have 50 cents. Walks away. Right? I'm standing there. He had walked away. He said, no, I don't have 50 cents. Walked away. Came back and was like, I don't have any change. $2. Oh, I skipped the part. The payphone. Actually, the payphone is important. You have 50 cents. I have 30 cents. That's cool. Can I take a video in this payphone? So 30 cents. No, I don't have 50 cents. I don't care. I don't carry change. I don't have any change. $2. If you're gonna help, if you're gonna give, boom. So from there, I go. Now I'm decent, but at this point, remember I set out with a quarter. I'm not sure if I said that. I set out with last money adventure, I set out with 50 cents. Today's money adventure, bumming is an art form. Somebody said that to me. So, every man does his own magic. I'm getting to the end of this one. So let me just finish the story. Because I think there's one little thing I need to make as a short. So, there's this, there's that. Okay. This is the highlight. This is the climax of the story. I don't mean climax in any other way, all right? So, no. 30 cents. No. Don't carry any change. $2. Then, I'm like 15 cents, but I'm gonna ask for a quarter. But I'll be decent for at least one. Now from there, what happens from here? Go to, I gotta use the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom like twice within the, within a 20-minute time. I'm like, goodness gracious. Anyway, go use the bathroom just to make sure I'm good. Got my hand sanitizer, so I'm gonna be all right. Now, from there, what happens from here? Oh, boom, boom. So I get out, and then I say, now these are the only two names I got. No Barbie and Ken. Tracy. When you happen to have a quarter? Nah, I don't think so. This ain't that one. I'm like, all right, it's okay. You know? I go to walk away. I'm putting the hand sanitizer on. Hold on. Hey. I think I got some in my back pocket. Yeah, that's in my back pocket. I asked for one quarter. Here's three. So here's 3 quarters. This is the climax of the story. Quarter. No. Walk away. Hey, I got some in my pocket. 3 quarters. Ask for one. Hey, you sure you don't need this too? Another 2. Well, listen, if you can. I get now just because of that, just off of that last one, remember, it's not what you ask, it's who you ask. You just might not be asking the right person. And some things you probably don't even want to have to ask for. Don't let that go over your head. But there's a message in the mess. Okay. But now with that bit right there, that 3/4 bone, that's enough for whatchamacallit. And I'll be a penny short and that'll be all right. I get to the register. I tell them at the register, you know, she had just whatchamacallit. But that's a penny short. You good. There go 2. They already know. They already know what I want anyway. How many you want? You want 2 this time? Boom. They know exactly what I want. It's just how many I want. I'm a regular customer. I'm a frequent goer. Social credit card. Face card. Anyway. So from here, I get the 2. Right? Hey, hold on. They have this and the third boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, no. They, you know what I'm saying? He verbally agrees with her. Tell one more time. That much, yeah, that much, yeah. What? Venti. And so I look at her, I say, well, what did I do to deserve this blessing? She said, that's what we do. I say, she said something like, be safe or something like that. If I can't be safe, then what? Be careful? Be blessed. You blessing, thank you. Trace the sea and ease about face. That's the name, boy. There be this one little riddle, it'd be like, da 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 boom boom boom. And within the riddle, what's her name? And like, I told you her name, what's the riddle? And I just did that right there. So, yeah. So, we'll actually be really decent. Depending on how I want to go about it, be decent for a while. And I could, potentially just move in such a way that safeguard and, maybe a couple of weeks of this and the third, boom, boom, boom. Ain't figuring the days out. Just, yeah. So, this is Soggetto. SettantaSETTE. I almost watched one. Soggetto, SettantaSETTE. Settanta is 70, set is 7. Settanta, SettantaSETTE. SettantaSETTE. Soggetto, SettantaSETTE. 77, which means we're going to